everybody, you guys know how much I love kits of makeup. I love being able to get a lot of product for your money, and that's kind of what we'll be talking about in this video. Going to be showing you all the ins and outs of the Tarte What Has Your Makeup Done For You Lately collection. Here you're getting 6 different products. This is going to be the Today's Special Value on QVC on July 13th. The cost is just under 50 bucks. It's going to be available on Easy Pay. You can check it out early on the QVC website, so I'll put the link down below. You can actually order it in advance, but the day it's actually going to be able to be viewed on TV and the presentations and everything is the 13th. I was really excited when Tarte actually sent me this ahead of time, and they wanted my feedback on it, so I was pretty honored to be able to share my thoughts with them and then also share my thoughts with you on this. I get to show you all about it before it actually goes on air, which is really cool because normally I get these kits, I order them, you know, the day they show up on air, and then by the time I get a video made, you know, maybe everything's sold out and it's, you guys are watching it, it's like, oh, I like that, but I can't get it now. So here you'll be able to see it and then decide for yourself if you want it. See some little demonstrations along the way. I really want to show you how it all works. All of these products are full size. It's foundation, it's like your moisturizer step, you're getting a foundation brush, lip product, the full eye that you would need with a shadow stick, a liner, and a mascara. So we'll go through all of that in a lot of detail, but I've said this before in my video on how to save money on high-end makeup. If you're interested in, you know, say 2 or more of the products in this kit, it really is the best value to go ahead and get the kit rather than buying them individually, because you save a lot of money this way. And I love these kits because they are all full size. You're not buying just a bunch of mini things for a good price. You're getting a lot of full-size things for a good price. One thing about this kit is sometimes kits claim to be your like full face, like everything in this kit is everything you need to do your face, and I don't generally agree with that about this kit. There are going to be some products that I would throw in on top of this to really finish the look. For me, these are more like bits and pieces that you could put into, you know, your own makeup routine, add to it, enhance it, and whatever, but it may not be your total full face, so I just want to get that out there. So I want to jump right in here and tell you about sort of the first product I put on in this kit, and this is the Tarte Pure Maracuja Oil with a roller ball. That's what makes this different. In different Today's Special Values that I've ordered from Tarte, like they'll give you maybe, you know, this little guy and it has a dropper, and that's all good, but I tell you what, this is a lot easier to use and it makes a lot more sense and it feels so good on your skin. So you just twist the top off. You have the roller ball here, and a lot of you are maybe still stuck thinking, wait, oil face, isn't that a bad thing? This is like a really, really thin oil. I've used this as a nighttime moisturizer. I've used this as a daytime moisturizer too. It's very lightweight. Your skin just kind of drinks it up and feels super soft after you put it on. So you've heard me talk about this quite a bit before. This is just the new format. It feels super good as you put it on. Now, the foundation in this kit is based in that Maracuja oil concept. This is a 12-hour foundation with broad spectrum SPF 15. You're getting, again, the full size here. It's got a nice little pump. You can pump out with one pump. I mean, that pretty much got all over my face. And then I used their brush, which this is the Flawless Finish Bamboo Foundation Brush. And this is kind of cool. I'm going to just stop and talk about this briefly. This is sort of like a flat top brush, but it's a little bit tapered down the side, meaning if you like to apply foundation more like with a traditional brush where you're almost like painting on strokes over your face, you can kind of do that with this brush, or you can use it more on its end, circular motions to buff everything out. For the foundation, when I first put this on my hand and kind of swatched it out, I got kind of worried because I was like, oh, this looks so hydrating, you know, is this going to be too much? I have combo skin, I don't want to be a grease slick at the end of the day, but it really, once you put it on, it kind of like absorbs a little bit. You can tell it's hydrating your skin, but you don't feel greasy at all. It is going to be, I think, one of the perfect foundations for dry skin. And if you have oily skin, though, I would suggest topping this off with a powder. I'll get to that in a minute, but first let's talk coverage with this. Coverage-wise, like I said, I think it's kind of like a medium coverage when you first put it on. Like you just put on that initial amount, you blend it all in. It's not covering all your dark circles or your spot spots or whatever. It's going to depend on your personal skin needs as to how adequate you think this foundation is in covering everything. But for me, you know, I got some circles and spots, and one thing you can do with this, which I figured it out after wearing this for like a couple weeks, then I finally determined, oh hey, this works. You can just pump out a little more foundation, dot it over those areas, and just kind of pat it in, and that covers actually rather well and kind of eliminates the need for a concealer for those minor issues. If you've got bigger problems than that, you may want to draw in another concealer on top of this, but overall they say 12-hour foundation. I can vouch for that. However, if you have oily skin or even combo skin like me, I would really suggest topping this off with a little bit of powder. That's gonna enhance the staying power. If you're really oily, you may want to reapply that powder later in the day. It does give you, I mean, I wouldn't really even say totally dewy skin, but it gives you a really fresh skin look. This was the thing I was most intrigued about with this kit, because I'd never tried a foundation like that, and it really does work well. Very surprised at how well this lasts. It looks pretty in pictures. It's looked great on HD television for me, so definitely a fan. After I apply that foundation, I do like a little bit of powder on top to set things, and also kind of what's left out of this kit is some sort of blush and bronzer, so I sweep on a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush. That's just how I roll. That's what I like. You may go without it if you want to, that's fine, but those are just a couple of steps that I feel are kind of necessary with this kit. For the eye part of it, you really are getting everything you need, and we have had 100+ degree heat for about the past week and a half now, and I have worn this on multiple occasions with A, no primer, and B, no shadow on top. We all know that those are things that really help a cream eye product stay, and this doesn't need the help. So it's the Tarte Modern Eyes Waterproof Creaseless Shadow Liner Duo. It's not a really bold purple look, it is just more of a soft plum. So what I like about the shadow stick is that it's not too big. So while you're not going to sharpen it, it's going to stay fairly precise there, and you can feel comfortable taking it in under your eyes. So I just glide this all over my lid. You can build it up for a little more color, just go over that same area again. I took this under my eye as well, all the way under, and this really lasts. It doesn't need any help from a powder shadow on top for staying power. In terms of the liner you're getting, it's described as plum brown. I would say that's very accurate. It's not going to be something that stands out as you know, really bold purple, but you can see the plum and the brown in that color. So that glides on really easily. I think I might even like that part of this stick the best. You're gonna have to work quickly if you want to smudge this out, because it will set and it's gonna stay there. That's all there is to it. However, my one sort of beef with this is the fact that it says it's waterproof, but like when I swatch this on my hand, this will wash off easily with water. Now it'll stay on my eye all day. I'll be hot, I'll be a little sweaty, it will still last. You can even just, you know, rub your fingers across this and it's still going to be on there. It's still going to look good, but in terms of being waterproof, it washes off, not even any soap needed. It just washes right off. So keep that in mind if you're a swimmer. I mean, I'm not swimming every day wearing full eye makeup, so it doesn't bother me, but just so you know, that waterproof claim, I question that. And I was very excited about what this kit was getting a full size of the Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. You may have remembered back around Christmas time, I got a mini size of this in the Sephora Lash Stash, and this was my favorite. And I said, I think I might like this even better than Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I think this is even better than Lights Camera Lashes. Like, they made an improvement on it, which was kind of surprising. But what's interesting about this mascara is, like, less is more, I guess I would say. You don't have to go back, dip back into your tube. I mean, I can build up pretty sparse lashes and make them look pretty darn good, if I don't say so myself. And also, you can tell this isn't clumping as you watch this get applied to my lower lashes. It really is easy to put on there. You don't worry about the clumps. It's highlighting every lash. I just feel like this is probably a little more lengthening and just a little more va-va-voom even than the Lights Camera Lashes, which I still really like, but this is just up a notch and I love it, and I'm so glad I have a full size now. With the lip lip product, this is really cool. You guys know I'm a fan of jumbo lip pencils and Tarte Lip Surgeons in general. This is a Lip Surgeons Lip Shine. So that's why I look like I've practically put a gloss on with this. This is so shiny. It has no shimmer. It's just a pretty pink standard shiny color. But what's really smart about this packaging is that they give you a sharpener here in the cap. So this is not like the typical Lip Surgeons with the plastic around it. I have several of those, and as you continue to use them, it's nice that you don't have to sharpen them, but because you're not, they kind of flatten out on you like that. So with this, you can keep your precise tip, but you've got the sharpener right there in the cap. That's kind of the downer of sharpeners. It's like if you're traveling, you got to remember to bring one, you'll lose them, and all that kind of stuff. So it's very cool that it's there, it's concealed in the cap, and then you can just cap the product as usual. So I love that. I really, really like this color. I'm a big fan of pinks as is, so I like that this is shiny and it does have really good staying power. Even after the shine fades, I find that you still have some color. It kind of reminds me of the Revlon Just Fit and Kissable balm stains, but maybe just a little bit shinier than some of those. And this whole kit comes with a little thing here so you can actually get some refreshers on how to apply them and what they're for and what's in them ingredient wise and all that. So overall thoughts on this kit. First off, as with anything I recommend to you, I mean, don't just get it because I say, oh, I like it, or I think you should get it too. I'm not into saying anybody has to have something I'm talking about. What you should think about is if you're intrigued by maybe just a couple of these different products, this may be worth getting for you in the kit just to save you money, because the total cost of all these things just bought separately would be a whole lot more than the close to $50 you'd spend for all 6 things in this kit. So if you are intrigued by some of these products, if you genuinely are interested, if you think that these would be a good fit for your makeup needs right now, I say go for it because this is a really good deal. Is it your full face? If you get this kit, is that all you're gonna need? I don't really think so personally, because I like my blush and I like my powder, and I think if you're combo to oily, or if you are oily skin, you're gonna need some powder with that foundation. So you know, I don't think it's your full face, but I do think these are nice little supplements to plug into your routine and kind of improve it in different ways. The foundation, by the way, the shade I'm using in this is light. That's the only decision you make with the kit, is what your foundation shade is. So as you watch the presentation, maybe you want to wait until the day you see this on air. They'll have some more explanation of the shades. So that wraps up my review of the new Tarte Today's Special Value Kit. What has your makeup done for you lately? You're only going to find it on QVC. Again, you can check the website now, order it now if you want. You can wait and check out the presentations coming up on the 13th. Really honored that Tarte sent this to me, wanted to know what I thought about it, and I told them basically what I've told you guys in this video. I definitely would have been intrigued enough about that foundation and wanting that mascara to buy this on my own for sure, but thank you so much for taking time to watch, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.